We're live.
Yep, apparently it says we're live.
Yeah.
So where did we leave off yesterday? I'm just going to turn on screen sharing.
We wrote the test, the feature test, and it was failing because we didn't have a partial for the events. Looking around at the organizations and the volunteers, the index page, they're just rendering it like it's not a partial.
Right, yes. Okay. So I'm just taking a look at. All right, yeah. So if I run.
Congratulations, guys, for making it work.
Finally.
Thank you.
Right. So, I can make that pass in a very shallow sense by doing that. Right. Okay, so that solved the initial the error that we were getting, saying that it's missing the partial. And we're now because it's not actually rendering any of the event text.
Yeah.
So the way to deal with that might be let's go with I'm not sure. I'm going to have to check what the layouts are on in the rest of the application, actually, because is this using Bootstrap?
Yeah.
I don't know what their existing scheme is, but actually, let me just try and get this test passed. Literally just do that's passing now.
Yeah.
Just trying to think where it would be useful to go next on that.
Could we just like create a complete form for the events? Yeah.
For the test that we're
No.
writing.
For listing the upcoming events.
Yeah. You're saying we should create the full form listing? Easy to. One thing that I will do is add to this. Right. Need to think more clearly about what I'm trying to do.
What are you doing?
I can't remember. I keep losing my attention on what I'm doing. One thing that may be useful is actually just to see how this looks right now.
Yeah.
Doing.
Could you, when you're defining the Ruby version and the Rails version, choose? Could you add the tag? Is it a tag? Dash dash default, so that like you don't keep on writing it over and over again.
Yeah. Actually, I was just trying to switch to because I've got two versions on there. There's Ruby 2.3.1 and there's a different gem set.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to see if that there's something going on with. I think we talked about this yesterday about the issues with the libraries.
Yeah.
Seems to be getting a different error with each of them. Right, so that's not actually different. Okay, I'm just going to focus on something that I actually can do. With this, the events function, the way we're returning them,
Wait, so you can't start the browser?
I'm not entirely sure why that's happening. This error has come out of nowhere. That's incompatible library version.
And which gem is the problem?
It looks like it's the one for Postgres. Install PG.
Okay. All right, you've done it already.
Yeah,
Can
I
you
remember.
check with James? Sorry, just one.
I remember that you mentioned this yesterday.
Yeah, that's part of the solution that you can do. Can you just check the gems that you're using? RVM dash prompt.
Sorry?
RVM dash prompt. Prompt. It's one word. It's one word.
Oh, right. No, sorry. I did you say it's dash prompt?
Yeah, let me type that in to Slack.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Okay, you seem to be in the right place. Just bundle, do bundle.
What's the difference between prompt and
Prompt
RVM gem set list? RVM gem set list.
It's basically the same thing. The RVM prompt is a shorter way of getting the version.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't know what that one is now.
Wow.
Incompatible library version.
Do you uninstall the gems and then we install them again?
I don't really like this problem because there's a different gem already.
Yeah, that's quite strange.
Yeah.
Let's see
Install
where.
all the gems.
What does Aruba do?
Well, sometimes the crudest method of doing this is what Stella is suggesting, that you remove every gem
Right.
in that gem set and install it again. Oh god.
Is there a fast way of doing that?
Yeah. Stella, can you remember that? It was
This
RVM gem
that
set.
gem empty.
Is it? Yeah, gem set empty, I think.
Good news is it won't take that long, because this laptop's got an SSD thing in there, so it does tend to at least do things very fast.
Check if you have gem bundler.
Yeah.
One last thing, can you just disable installation of documentation, because it takes a while. So let me send you a command that does that.
All right.
All right. Just a moment.
So Sigu said, what will that command skip?
Sorry, it skips installation of documentation. So it actually installs only the gem and not the gem documentation.
Oh. Ray,
Yep.
are you done breathing heavily?
What am I?
That's so.
Oh. Yeah. No. I'm just breathing.
Yeah, it's not me. It's not me.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No. It's got to be me then. I'm gonna have to listen out for that.
I just realized I had some infection, so it's I'm a bit down today.
This is almost done.
Oh, yeah, hopefully. Unfortunately, in my machine, I cannot install Capybara WebKit.
what happens when you try to install it?
There's a dependency that it needs that I cannot install on my machine. It requires Qt 4. I think it's 4.4, and it's too outdated for my machine.
Yeah, I noticed that when you're installing that. I think I needed Qt. It needed Qt 4 and Qt 5. Didn't make much sense.
Yeah. So, and there's no way I can get that particular Qt for my machine.
Right.
So I normally just disable that. And actually, right now, we're moving more towards the Chrome instead of using the Capybara WebKit.
Yeah.
There's a headless driver for Chrome that is being used instead of this WebKit thing.
I'm trying to remember what the name is. Because I think I've used that
the
one.
one from Chrome. Yeah. I don't even know the name actually, because even this Capybara WebKit, it's like the maintainer stopped working on it.
Yeah, it's hasn't had upgrades in a while.
Yeah, he literally stopped and wrote to the community that he stopped working on that.
There we go.
Because he believes the Chrome one is better.
Oh.
Have we set up a route for the events yet? Okay, let me start that up inside a screen. What's I going to do? Ah, right, that's it.
What's a screen? What's a screen?
Screen just runs sessions in the background, but you can reattach to them. So that means I can just reattach to it.
More like Tmux.
Yeah.
Okay.
I run those. Run that migration. I did. And in that mode, in development mode, we don't have any events. So I'm just going to create a couple of test ones.
Okay.
You can actually just use Factorical for that. It will work for you.
Sorry?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just use Factorical to avoid typing so much, but you've already typed much.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. I could just use that in development mode, couldn't I?
Yeah, you can just do create. You could do create a colon event, the symbol event. Yeah.
All right, so it does actually display something.
Yeah.
2. Okay, so not a bad start. Just add title to the page.
Do you always have to type that, the path to the file you want to use?
It's not the easiest way of doing things, I'm sure. This is just how I've ended up doing everything. What was I gonna do? Coming events. Adds the time for the events. Is it start date or start time?
Dates.
Start date, isn't it? Yeah. See how that comes out. Well, that's not the nicest way of having the date. What do you think would be a better way of displaying that?
Yeah. Let the title be bold instead of having H2.
Sorry, what was that? Have it as what?
Bold, like a paragraph strong. Other ones, they're listing them as a table. Check the index for organizations.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
But I feel like tables is like a HTML4 way of hacking stuff.
Yeah,
Long
well,
before,
actually,
long before we had Bootstrap and the likes.
yeah, it was when I used to write HTML in 2002.
Yeah.
That was when I started being told to stop using tables.
Yep. So I'm actually shocked someone is still using tables in that, unless you actually need a table.
The only time that I've seen people using it where I think it's justified is where a lot of people are forced to use old versions of Internet Explorer, which for some reason that still happens in England. Like, I don't know. It was in the news here. I don't know where else it made the news in the rest of the world, but our National Health Service shut down temporarily because it got hit by malware, and that happened because so many parts of it are running Windows XP.
Yeah, so it was news everywhere actually.
Yeah.
It was called WannaCry, I think. It's called WannaCry malware.
Yes.
Ransomware. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, this is the. Let me check how they've done it in that organization. So the main page should have an H1.
That one is for the heading.
Yeah. Have a look at how that page looks. So it's going to be something like this.
Yeah. So on top of our page, we'll have the search section. Then down there we have the events.
Yeah.
Maybe they had their reasons for having it in tables, but I really feel like it could be achieved by having list and list items.
Yeah, I agree. Especially since this is using Bootstrap. I mean, that saves the need to use tables usually.
Yeah. So unless there's a special reason for that, which we are not aware of.
We could probably do it just this way. And then I guess get clarification on it.
Mhm.
So each one of these should technically be not used to using ERB for the layouts. I usually use Haml.
Oh.
And I realized most students don't like Haml.
Yeah, it's hectic. Like, you have to
Really?
be really keen on indentation.
Yeah, actually, I guess I can understand that because it's easier to edit something that still looks like HTML.
Yeah, so for students, they don't really like Haml. When you tell them to use Haml, they start asking you why must we use Haml? It looks more of another language.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Listen to rows.
I had lost you a little, guys.
It's okay, we didn't realize.
I guess, do we have a show? We don't have a show action for events, do we yet?
Not yet, I don't think so. Yeah, just tap that out to avoid problems with the template.
Yeah. Should I just...
Just use a hash. Yeah.
Have a look. Events. All right, that doesn't look right. Event. Let's allow the indentation in a minute. We'll see if this works first. Okay, but clearly not right.
So I have a suggestion, something that we did last week with some colleagues of mine.
Sure.
While we were doing the programming thing, the pair programming. It was technically mob programming. So what we did was every person takes 20 minutes while they're programming. Yeah, so we count down 20 minutes, then we pong, give it to the next person, 20 minutes exactly, even if you had one line of code. You have to pass it to the next person.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can have a timer.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I also have to leave you guys here.
Why?
I've got to make dinner and I'm not feeling that well, so I have to sleep early today.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get you next time.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys can try the 20-minute thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, hope you feel better.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay. what I'll just do is finish up what I'm doing on this, and then should we pass
Yeah,
over?
and then finish on that, and then maybe I do the search thing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm not sure why this extra bit of stuff is going on over here. I'm just going to try removing the bootstrap markup.
Ray,
Yeah,
I'll be back in 3 minutes.
okay, sure.
Just a minute, okay? 3 minutes, I'll be back.
Yep, sure.
Hey,
Hey, welcome back.
yeah.
This is how it looks now. Hold 1 second. I'm just gonna get rid of that. So here's where we're at now. Looks a little bit
Where
better.
do you have? But where do we have a link?
Sorry? This is the link from there will then go to the show action on the events controller.
Is it to where?
That links to, right now it's not going anywhere, but it will be going to event path to the event.
Okay. But do we
So,
really need that?
I'd assume so. I mean, it would be good to have the list of upcoming events, but then be able to click on the different ones.
Oh, okay. So we can commit that, then take over.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Now I'm going to try and remember how to do this. Might have to remind me. Git push. Git commit.
Actually, I'm still seeing the page where you created the event. Can't see what you're doing right now.
Edit events.
Are you sharing your screen?
Yeah. Can you not see my screen anymore?
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Let me double check. It's still coming up as screen sharing on here.
It's blank. Like I'm not seeing anything.
Huh. Right, let me try disabling screen sharing and then enabling it again.
Okay.
Can you see anything now?
No.
Okay.
Well, maybe the problem is on my side. Okay. Just tell me what you're doing.
Okay, I'm just going to commit the. I just committed the new markup, and I'm now going to push to your remote.
No, you push to yours.
Oh, I put, yeah, sorry. Okay, all right, done that.
So I pull, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's pull, not
Okay.
fetch. Yeah.
Well, I want it merged, so I think I'll just pull. Let me share my screen.
Yep, I can see you now. Oh, wait.
Okay.
What am I seeing? Oh, yeah. No, I got it.
And now?
Yeah, I can see it fine.
So So I'll pull from yours.
Yeah. You probably want to just pull the events branch, I think. Oh, no, that works.
Oh, yeah. Uh, Yes, that worked, right?
I think so, yeah. Check if you have the partial.
It didn't specify the branch. Git pull
Right, events.
events. Yeah,
There we go.
I have it. Yeah. So if we start the server, let's see what we have.
Hopefully you won't have as much trouble as I did getting this server to start.
I hope so too. Mine is okay.
That's-
I don't have an event, right?
No, you'll have to run rake. You have to run the database migrations.
Yeah, but the one you created, okay. Sandbox.
Yeah, yeah, nothing's coming up there right now because you haven't got any events in the development database.
Yeah.
You could probably
Do you
create.
really-
Sorry?
Do you need to create some? Or we just go straight to the search for events?
Yeah, I think that might be. Is the search function then going on this page?
I was checking the organizations.
Yeah, that makes sense to have it on the events page as well. I think you're right.
Yeah. On the volunteers, they have to here.
Yeah.
Okay. So we create a partial for the search.
Yeah.
What do we need in the search?
Okay. Probably want to search by
Title. No.
well, because yeah, I think any text search should really search the title and the description. And then the other things might be by date, because that's the useful information about the event. It's when it is.
So we search by date.
think that's gonna by date would probably make the most sense.
Then we need to create a path. Like,
let's see. How have they implemented the other forms? Have a look on organizations.
I've opened for organization.
Oh, right. Yeah, I see it. We're not using anything. There's a few Ruby gems that would make it much easier to write forms, but I don't think we're using any of those. No, so I think that would be a good guide.
We're thinking of this.
Has the event search functionality been written yet?
Not yet. Or should we do it on a different story?
I think that might be best to add that to as a different story.
Oh, so we leave the search for now.
Yeah, because in terms of getting just this story done, we can probably get most of it done without the search feature. But if we add the search feature in there, then we'll have to wait for someone to write that, and that's a fairly complex part compared to, I think, what we're doing here.
Yeah, true. What's the next move? That one can be created as a story. We'll suggest that in the next meetup.
Yeah. I think one thing that might be worth doing is creating quite a lot of events and then seeing how that displays. Because I think we've got about 10 right now. If you add 10 or 15, most of them are just going to flow off the page. So I think the next easiest step might be just to create maybe 10 events just through the Rails console, and then see how that displays.
I think that's too much typing. What I'll do, I'll just log in and then just create an event. Right?
Yeah. Oh, you can create it through the Rails console.
Wouldn't that be too much typing?
Not if you're creating a few of them.
Okay.
The other thing that might be easy to do is using Factory Girl, like Sigu was suggesting.
The Factory Girl thing.
Yeah, because you can use it to create a list of objects. So I think it's factorygirl.createList.
On the console still?
Yes. Create underscore list, and then brackets. So open brackets, colon events. So events as a symbol.
Yeah.
Comma, space, 10, and then close brackets.
That's actually simple.
Let's just hope that works. Okay.
Initialized constant.
Maybe that's not included in the development environment.
How?
Okay. The other way to do it would be just create one of them, just by typing it out, and then you can just press up to get the same line back and just change it slightly.
Okay.
Easiest one to do might be datetime.now and then just add 2 days to it. You could do
This starts
datetime.
now.
And then you could do that plus 2 days, 2.days.
How many do I create?
Create a few of them. So maybe about 5 of them. And then just try opening the page in the browser.
There we go.
Yeah. Might need to create a few more to see how far down it goes. But
okay.
I think we're going to have to limit how many upcoming events are coming up just to a reasonable amount.
Okay. So, if there are made so many nations, right?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
If there, a little. My room became noisy. You can hear me, right?
Yep. Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I'm back. So I was carrying it to another room, a bit quiet room. Then it just happened.
Yeah, I've done that enough times before. It happens.
Okay. Oh, so you're saying we create more events, right?
Yeah. Well, I think the I just want to see how it displays when we've got a lot of them on the page.
Right now we have about more than 10. I think that's enough.
Yeah, that should be enough to test.
So if we refresh, that's how they look.
Okay, so that's gonna have to do something about that.
Yeah. We can paginate them, right?
Yeah. Do you know how are they paginating things right now?
On Agile Ventures or just basically on Rails?
Within this project? Because I think every time I've paginated things before, I've used the library Kaminari, but I don't know how they've done it on the rest of this site.
Oh, for me, when I've used it, I've used the gem will paginate.
Yeah, I've used that one as well. So it looks like for this they just have a scroll bar.
Yeah. How about on the volunteers? Let's see.
Let's have a look.
On the volunteers, it's also a scroll bar.
Yeah, so it might make sense to have the same thing just for the sake of consistency.
Yeah. So how do you insert the scroll bar?
That's a good question.
Do you have an idea?
I don't. Let's have a look at how it's set up in the organizations index.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on index.
What is it? They've got some sort of...
Oh, there's a div called scroll.
Yeah.
How about on the how we have they styled it on the CSS? Let's see. Assets, style sheets.
So I think they've done... It's in
So
organizations.
Yeah,
it's overflow Y scroll.
it is. So they just used that div and then they have styled it.
Yeah.
You can do the same here, right?
Yeah, it should be possible to just use one div, and then allow it to scroll.
Yeah. Another thing. Okay, let's first do that one. Views, events. So we can call ours event scroll, right?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Huh?
Hmm?
Just checking why it's styling so uglily. Is there a div which has not been closed? Yeah, mine.
Ah, yeah, there we go.
Still another one which has not been
Yeah, it's
closed.
because there's see the upcoming events header.
Uh-huh.
That one needs to be closed after the paragraph is closed. The p tag.
Here, right?
Yeah, just after that tag. Yeah.
This one closes, this one closes, this one, then this one closes the first one. So we
Yeah.
sorted. Yeah, that one looks good.
Mm.
Then update the CSS file.
Yeah, if we add that to the events CSS.
Let's see how that one looks.
Sure.
Tracks.
Yeah, that's a little bit better. I think we might need to just put the events inside the scroll part, because if you look on the other page, the like on the organization page, the header bit that says organizations is, I think it's outside.
Yeah, it's outside.
It's outside, yeah.
Yeah. I'd already rendered this map, right?
Uh,
So we move. Oh,
yeah, I think yeah, if you replace where it's
here.
where the events container is right now. Yeah, actually I think that would work. It needs just to go one bit lower.
There we go. What did I do? So,
I think that the event scroll just needs to move down by one line.
oh yeah. Yeah.
That looks about right.
Right?
Yeah, that looks a lot better.
So I can see who had already rendered the map, the partial for the maps.
What's usually there? Is that the Google Maps layout?
Yeah.
The map.
Usually the map. This one. Oh, you haven't rendered, because actually it should be there.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, let's see a form which has that map. When this one has.
Oh, by the way, I just need to mention I may need to go in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
But it looks like we should be able to. Let's just see how this. If we can get the map working, that I think that might be a good place to stop for the day.
To stop for today. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. So I think that's cool, right?
It is correct, but I don't think there's any of the markers on it until. Actually, you know what? Just having the map there, I think, is good enough for now. Because add the markers, we'll have to use the build markers function. We'd have to actually write one of those for events.
Okay. Wait, I think another what do we call it?
It's probably going to be another
partial for markers.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it's implemented in the other. If you look in the other controllers, they have like if you look in the controller for organizations, there's a function that says build map markers, which takes the organizations and builds the markers out of it.
I can look at it and maybe fix it.
Well, we've got the map displaying. That's at least a start.
Yeah. Let me commit what we've done.
Okay.
I even created a file called Q. Up. Assets. Style sheets. What else did I modify? Index.
Yeah, that was the other one.
I don't remember modifying the upcoming events.
No, I was just going to say I don't remember that being different.
Do I also... Okay. I'll delete this to the search form and the queue. Whatever that is.
Yeah, the exit file.
I should push to which origin?
I think it's I think it is origin, or is it Stella? No,
it's mine.
No, you got to push to your own one, right?
Yeah. Origin events.
Yeah, I think that's right. Fingers crossed the world doesn't explode.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just have to pull the changes on your side.
Yeah. Let me just get pull Stella events.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, should we leave it there for today then?
Yeah.
All right. That was a good session. Once we finally got going.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully next time we'll be able to figure out how to get running a little bit faster.
Yeah,
That was good progress.
true.
All right. Okay. I'll talk to you soon. I'll send you a message, see if we can sort out another session.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Bye.
bye for now.
Bye.